Welcome back to Perspective Z, your favorite generational podcast. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Katrina.
That took us a really long time to start because I couldn't stop laughing.
Welcome to our lives.
I mean, accurate statement. So, what is new with you, Katrina?
First week of school.
Ooh, first week of school. How's that?
It's stressful.
I keep texting you and then, expecting you to respond, and you're like, oh, sorry, I was at school. And I'm like, oh, that's a thing. Okay.
Yeah, and my chemistry teacher, she has one of the phone home things, so you have to, put your phone in it and, turn it off for the entire class period.
I hate that so much.
Yeah, but she's a nice teacher, so it works out.
So I'm on Twitter right now looking at the trending page, as you do. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that the first thing is here's how you test a polar bear for hay fever.
Why is that trending?
I don't know.
It's not like somebody's gonna be like...
You know who's back in my room? My dog. My dog is back in my room and she's eating everything. Anyway, here's how they test a polar bear for hay fever. They shave Ow, my dog's biting my hand. They shave a patch of its skin, and then they do an allergy test.
Oh, interesting.
That's how they test a polar bear for hay fever.
Hey, so, what's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song right now? Okay, so there are two bouncing around my head that, every time I get in my car, I put these two at the top of the playlist. And that would be Be Alright by Dean Lewis, but it does have one cuss word in it. Just, if you want to look that up, be aware. And then the other one is Eastside by... Who sings that? Eastside song. Okay, so it's Halsey... How do you say his name? Khalid?
I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, it says Benny, Blanco, Halsey, and Khalid. We'll go with that. Eastside. Nice. It's a good song. What's your song right now?
Well, since I don't really listen to the radio, I just listen to Spotify. It's basically just throwback songs like Riptide by Vance Joy.
Ooh, okay. Good song.
It's a oldie but a goodie. Not oldie. I feel old saying it's old.
Oldie is like...
Oldie is different time period.
Yeah, oldie's the 90s. No, I'm kidding. That's not old. Kidding. I don't want to make people yell at me for saying that. I'm kidding. I don't think the 90s is old. I would say 50s is old.
Yeah.
60s.
Yes.
70s is middle-aged. I'm sorry, Mom. What's your favorite thing this week?
My favorite thing this week, I haven't had a lot of time to do things because of school.
So your favorite thing is school?
No, it's not. Because school...
Oh, well...
Newsflash, school is hard, folks.
What? School is hard? No, that's a lie.
I will fight you on this. But, anyways, I haven't really had time to do anything besides school and stress out about homework, but what's your favorite thing right now?
Don't you think you still have to list a favorite thing? What's one thing that you do that isn't school that you enjoy? It doesn't have to be this week necessarily, just in general.
I would say casually looking around my room for inspiration. It's fine. Okay, my favorite thing right now is, it's a kid's book, but it's one of my favorite, not kids' books, but it's a chapter book that's meant for younger elementary school people. But, The Candymakers by Wendy Mass. It's a very good book, and I was rereading it, either this week or earlier in the summer. And I just love it, because I was part of Battle of the Books when I was in elementary school, which is where you read, 10 books, and you have to, not memorize, but, know a lot of details about them. And then you... go against other schools, and you have...
That's actually super, super, super awesome. I was gonna say super rad, and then I remembered, that's a word that's older than me.
But, yeah, anyways, it took place at the library, and there were teams for all the elementary schools, and The Candymakers was one of the books, and I just really loved it, and I bought my own copy.
Aw. I love when, I get a book from a library, and then I love it so much that, I want to keep it, and so I, go buy my own book. I love libraries.
Me too.
I was the kid that would, in the summer, I would go get, 30 books from the library and finish them all in a week.
Yeah. My mom works at the public library, and my city, town, whatever. And so I like recently because of trying to finish summer homework and like do school stuff, I
Oh,
haven't been
summer
a
homework.
Yep. How's that going for you?
I haven't started it, and I start school in 5 days.
Rachel,
Uh-huh.
I will come to your house and I will fight you until you do your homework.
You'll make me read my homework. Listen, I don't want it. It's a really boring book. But anyway, you were saying something about you not being able to
Oh,
read?
not being able to read because of school and summer homework. Like I read The Help, which by the way, amazing book.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my summer homework, and like that was the only new thing I read this summer because I was just rereading book series, is like the Land of Stories book series and Harry Potter.
So I didn't read much this summer, but I will say I read the Selection series,
Ooh, I
and I
love
fell
that
in love with it.
series.
It's so like people had been telling me to read it for a really long time, and I just kind of was like, yeah, okay, I'll get to it eventually. And I like fell in love with it to the point that like I think I finished all of the books in the course of a week, and there are 5 books. Because in that time I had to drive to Arizona and like be in a lot of waiting rooms and stuff. Anyway, but I like fell in love with it, and my mom fell in love with it too, to the point that I would finish it and I would go talk to someone about like my experiences and like my opinions on it, and then my mom would take my book, read it, and she would have the exact same reactions that I would, and I just thought it was fun.
That's amazing. I haven't read that series in a while, but it was one of the ones that I reread a few times because it was so good.
It's really good. I mean, I feel like there's the book, the mini book that's about the prince and the one dude. I don't know. It's been a few months since I read it, but like
Yes.
you know what I'm talking about. It wasn't that good, honestly,
Yeah.
because it just felt like I was reading the same story. But I thought that the fourth and fifth book, which were about her daughter, or like their daughter, were really really good, and it was interesting.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know what the selection is, it's basically a royal version of The Bachelor or The
It's
Bachelorette,
so good.
and it's really good. Like it might sound cheesy because Bachelor and Bachelorette are pretty cheesy, but like they're really good. So you guys should check them out.
My dog is chewing on my sleeve right now, and I'm trying to stay quiet about it. Um, so, like, she's fully just, like, ripping the sleeve. So, yeah, you should definitely go check out the selection. Did you just notice that, like, suddenly my hoodie was getting yanked a lot?
Yep, I saw you going like this, and I was like, "You okay? You having a seizure?" And you're like, "Nope, just have a puppy."
No, I'm fine. Just, you have Pupper. Pupper needs her nails trimmed. But you know what? Here's the thing. I hate trimming dogs' nails. Because they have the quick in their nail. And luckily she has all white nails, so, like, you can see it pretty easily. But it's so annoying because I'm just scared I'm gonna hurt her. And so I haven't done it yet. But, like, it needs to be done. She gets baths pretty regularly. I'm fine with baths. And she's fine with baths because I put peanut butter on the side of my bathtub. So she licks that while I clean her. Dog hacks.
Wow.
Yeah, the vet told us that one. I wish I could take credit for it. But it's genius because while I'm washing her, she'll just lick the wall. And she didn't like baths the first time we gave her a bath because we didn't do that. But now she's like super chill. And she tries to go into my bathroom all the time because that's where the peanut butter bathhouse is. But peanut butter baths makes it sound like she's just swimming in peanut butter.
I bet she'd love that.
That would be a mess. It would probably make her tummy hurt.
Yeah.
She went for her first ride in my car yesterday. She being just, yeah, my dog. Which her Instagram, if you haven't already followed it, is Sky_the_pirate. Sky is SKYE. Yes, I'm going to promote that on every pod because this dog is freaking adorable.
And it will be in the description below.
It will definitely be in the description below. Anyway, I don't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, we went on a walk. And one of my friends came with. And so we went out to this really pretty river area near me. Well, kind of. It's near me when I don't get lost on the interstate like I did this past time. The 15-minute drive ended up taking like 45 minutes or an hour. That's fine. It's all about like learning, right?
Yep.
Sure. Um, anyway, so after our walk, she was pretty tired and she was pretty thirsty, and I forgot to bring water with me because I am a great pet owner. So we stopped at Panda Express because my friend wanted to grab some lunch, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. And so we asked for a bowl with water in it, and the lady was like, you want a cup of water? And I was like, no, we want a bowl. She was like, okay, so you want an extra bowl? And I was like, yeah, I want an extra bowl, and I want that bowl filled with water. And she was like, what? Are you a dog? And I was like, no, but I have one with me, and she wants water. And she goes, okay. So she ended up just giving us a plain bowl, like with nothing in it. But I was like, can I get a cup of water too? And she was like, I don't understand what you're gonna do. And I was like, that's fine. So yeah, my dog had a bowl of water, and that bowl is still in my car because I've decided I'm going to use it all the time because it's actually like a good doggo bowl.
Nice.
Puppies are like 3-year-olds, you know? My dog has a baby gate.
Wow. Oh, I have a story about baby gates.
Did you not know how to open one, Kinsey?
No. It's about when I was a child and I had to use a baby gate. So, my parents had a baby gate, and my room and the bathroom were on one side of the baby gate, and my parents' room and the stairs going downstairs were on the other side. And so, while I was sleeping, they would play, like, adult games like Halo or, like, watch TV shows or something. And I was like, oh, Halo, like an angel. I should go watch that game when I was like 3 years old. And so I learned how to climb the baby gate at like age 3.
Oh my gosh.
And I would sit at the top of the stairs and watch my dad play Halo, and then my parents would freak out because I'm like, Mom, I had nightmares. And they were like, why did you have nightmares? I'm like, I sat on the stairs and watched you play video games.
When I was younger, I wouldn't want to get out of bed, or like I wouldn't want to go to bed because, you know, little kids. And so I would sneak back and sit on the stairs where I could like see the TV. Mm-hmm. And so I would sneak and sit on the stairs and watch whatever they were watching. I was a creative child.
I was a rebellious child. See, I'm not a rebellious teenager, but I was a rebellious toddler.
Same.
Yep, just
very relatable.
Climbing over baby gates, trying to watch adult things because I'm so mature at age 3.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't know what you're trying to eat over there. I would prefer if you didn't, though. She's a 3-year-old. My dog is a 3-year-old. Okay, so after our last episode, I was told that that it was funny how easily we used like common teenager phrases, quote unquote, if you couldn't tell by the accent in my voice.
Yes.
So I just pulled up a list from USA Today. I'll link it in the description. But I wanna say these words, and I wanna know how many of these you use on a regular basis. What? You can't eat a calculator! Unfortunately, I need that.
Unfortunately.
Anyway, the first one is fam.
Nope.
F-A-M. Fam.
I do not.
I would say I don't use fam either.
I only use it very rarely, and when I do use it, it's ironically.
Yeah. So fam is like shortened of family or like your friends. The definition on USA Today is a person's group of friends, but can also, there's an ad that just popped up, a person's group of friends, but can also sometimes be used to reference just one member of a tight inner circle. Example, what's up, fam?
Yes.
I would definitely say like the only time I use fam is when I'm saying fam and like I'm being super memey about it.
Yes.
And in saying that sentence, I realized memey is probably another word that is very teenager.
I mean, but what other word would you use to describe meme?
I don't know. Yeah, so memey, I would say, is a word that's like, so it's a meme, but is that okay, so I don't know my parts of speech. Is that a verb?
Meme is a noun.
Meme is a noun, but if someone is being memey.
It is.
Would it be a verb?
Adjective.
An adjective?
Yes.
I can just hear all of my English teachers rolling their eyes right now. Just all of them. Anyway.
The only reason why I remember those is because of Mad Libs, if I'm being honest.
Turnt. Turnt. Turnt.
No.
I literally never.
I've never heard that before.
The example given is, you should have seen Casey at the game last night. She was turnt. So turnt describes an excessive state of excitement, hype, or overall craziness.
No, I never have used that before.
Me either. Goat. Do you ever use goat?
What's the description?
Greatest of all time.
No.
So you're saying, oh, you're the goat. I definitely call people goats. I sent someone a goat once. Like a stuffed goat.
Yeah. What was their reaction to the goat?
They didn't understand it at first, but their sibling explained it to them. And then they thought it was the cutest thing.
Shout out to this iconic sibling for knowing their memes.
Oh, 100%. Alright, the next one is goals.
Sometimes
hand. Not goals.
A
well-trained doggo, that's goals.
I use goals.
Same.
Like, yeah. Not
like, Gabriella and Troy?
Goals. Yes.
100% goals.
Okay, High School Musical, freaking... Okay, Kelsey and Ryan are underrated.
Oh yeah, they so are.
Yeah.
Ryan is underrated as a character.
Yes. Like, he rocks that hat.
Maybe we should do a whole episode just reviewing High School Musical.
Dude, we should.
We should. Oh my god. Alright, so the definition on here for goals is, this one's actually super easy. It literally means the same as goals normally would, but it's usually an adjective rather than a noun. You think of something as meaning the same thing as desirable in most cases. So, example, the way that couple looks at each other is goals, and my dog is eating my favorite shoe again. Not goals. But yeah. So, when we're saying these two people are goals, it's like, we want to be them.
Yeah, exactly.
Clap back. Like, clapping with your hands back.
I have never used that, unless it's when you put the clapping emoji between every single word, because I do that quite frequently.
That is not what it is. Okay, Scott, you're gonna have to stop eating my hand. This is really painful.
Applying these words to real life.
I apply them to real life all the time.
Me too. Even words I don't use.
Anyway, clap back. Yeah, I don't use it either. A snappy comeback. So, the example is, he kept teasing me, but he wasn't expecting me to clap back.
Like, I've heard it used before, and I've clapped back, apparently, a few times. But, like, I have not used the word clap back to describe my saltiness.
I would say I have not either. And my dog just tried to eat a gel pen, because yes, I have sparkly gel pens from the 90s. They're not actually from the 90s. They're from, like, Amazon, about 6 months ago. Anyway. Shade.
Yes.
I 100% use shade.
Yes.
Shade is kind of like an insult or a diss. It's usually used by saying that someone threw shade or is throwing shade, meaning that you're putting down someone else, leaving them in the dark, or overshadowing them.
Yes. I 100% throw shade.
The example is, Kanye just threw shade on Jay-Z on Twitter. This is gonna be great.
Or you could just compare it to the Wendy's Twitter account, because I know we mentioned that last episode, but...
Oh my god, their Twitter account is hilarious.
Exactly.
A lot of shade. So Wendy's throws shade at McDonald's pretty regularly.
Yeah.
Okay. This one I know I use. Do you use it? Savage.
Sometimes. Like, I don't use it frequently, but I do use it sometimes. But not... Sometimes I use it ironically, but sometimes I use it, like, out of the blue.
Yeah, no, same. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna be a memey teenager and say savage, and then sometimes I say savage and I'm like, that was that someone help. So savage is someone who says something without a filter. If you're, quote, acting savage, you're probably being more raw and public with your words or actions than people are actually comfortable with. Though it can be a compliment if you are arguing with someone and drop a particularly great insult. It means you don't care what other people think. That last part describes me perfectly. Example, she just broke up with her boyfriend in the middle of the cafeteria while we all watched. Savage. My dog is eating a pen.
Yep.
Anyway, next word is squad.
I do not use this.
This one is often used in combination with goals to say people are squad goals. So squad is just like your closest group of friends. So an example is Taylor Swift and her friends are total squad goals, which I mean I would say is fairly accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I know you use, fire.
Yes, sometimes. I don't usually use the word fire, but like if I'm typing in, I use the emoji fire a lot because
I use it a lot when I'm referring to music. When I'm saying that song is fire.
yes. I usually just call music bops because
Music? Okay, so bop. I feel like that's a whole other thing that I don't think is on here, so we can go ahead and go into bops. Why don't you describe what a bop is?
I just describe it as a song that I really like, and my dad thinks that I use bop way too much because I was listening to All of Me by John Legend in the car, and I'm like, look, this song is a bop, and he's like, no, it's not, it's like really slow, and I'm like, my definition of a bop and your definition of a bop is like very different.
So, the definition of bop that I was taught was a song that literally makes you bop your head.
Mm.
And so I would say songs like, can't think of any bops right now. Ariana Grande's new album, Total Bop. Like, full of bops.
Yeah.
Stop eating pens, Sky. So yeah, Ariana Grande's new album is a total bop.
Yep.
Alright, this one, you use, I know for a fact, on a daily basis. Can you guess what the word is?
No, I cannot. What is it?
Salty.
Yes, that is me.
I regularly call people salty to the point that I don't know. My favorite thing I've ever had happen was like I was mad at someone at work, and so I was complaining to one of my other coworkers. And I was like, "No, it's fine. I'm not salty about it. It's fine.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she goes, "Are you sure? Because you're kind of giving off Dead Sea vibes right now."
I love that.
Which is my new favorite response to anything ever. It's just, you're kind of giving off Dead Sea vibes right now.
Yeah, a lot of people when they see me, because at school I'm a very quiet person.
I don't believe this.
It's so true. Like, if people from my school ever watch this, they will tell you that I am like one of the quietest people in the entire school, except for when I'm around my friends, because, yeah. But like, if you asked anybody at my school, they would say that if you asked them if I was salty, they would say 100% no.
Really?
Yes.
They would say you're not salty?
Yes.
You were salty when someone was streaming a video game and they made you a dinosaur and your dinosaur died.
He killed me. He fed me to a big dinosaur.
Alright. So, salty is just a way of describing someone that's angry or bitter. Okay, this one I don't use. Woke.
No.
I was, when I was at debate camp, one of my lab leaders or like instructors said, some of the more woke philosophers. I was like, I don't think you can use philosophers and woke in the same sentence.
Yeah.
Woke means you're knowledgeable, aware, and with it.
I never use that.
The example given is if you care more about the Kardashians and the national housing crisis, you need to get woke.
Okay.
Yeah, I never use it. This one is one letter. Can you guess what it is?
No.
I typically use two at one time. It's V.
Oh, V. Yes. I use this. Like, I don't use it when I'm talking, but when I'm typing.
Oh yeah, for
Heck
sure.
yes.
Like when I'm texting people, I refer to things as VV good.
Yes. Or VV pure.
VV pure. VV good boy. So V just is a shortened version of very, but it's like an emphasized very, if that makes any sense.
Yes. Especially if you have more V's, then it's just V, 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 V. V, 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 good boy.
VV good boy. 12 out of 10 would kiss. We're talking about dogs, by the way. That's very much a meme.
We're not talking about boys.
Okay, high key.
I sometimes use this, but I think I use it mostly ironically.
Yeah, I use high key a lot. I'm like,
Mhm.
high key needs some sleep right now.
I use low key 100% of the time. Like,
See, that's interesting that you say that, because that's the next word. Low key.
well, I use that more than high key, like, for sure.
So, the definition that it gives for high key is saying something in a way that makes it clear you don't care that everyone knows it. So high key is like you are announcing it to the world, like high key, everyone should listen to my podcast.
Plug.
I'm plugging it on my own podcast. I don't think it counts.
I mean, fair.
The next one, low key, is quote the opposite of high key. So good definition, thank you. Um, but it's
Yep.
like the definition it gives is like keeping something on the down low, which I don't agree with.
Yeah, I don't agree with that at all because because a lot of people say, like, I'm low key crushing on this guy or I'm low key crushing on this celebrity or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, if that's the definition of low key, then, like, they're using it very ironically because if they're announcing it to people that they have a crush on this person, then, like, it's not low key at
Mm-hmm.
all.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree. I would say low key is like when you say low key, blah blah blah. It's just kind of like you kind of want to do something,
Yeah.
or like if you low key have a crush on like this celebrity, it's like yeah, you think they're attractive, but it's not like you're gonna go to every one of their concerts and stalk them. That would be high key. But like I low key want some donuts right now. It's like, yeah, I want some donuts, but I'm not gonna like stop recording the podcast to go get some donuts.
Yeah.
Um, I think okay, that was all of them because the next ones are words I've never heard in my life.
All
That's
right.
the other thing is when I see words that are um, like quote like teenager words or like words teenagers use and I've never heard them in my life, my immediate reaction is, am I really just that like that
Yeah.
unhip?
Mhm.
Well, that was a long time talking about words that I use on a regular basis. Are there any words that you use that weren't listed that you would think would be like teenager words?
I can't think of any right now, but I'm sure there are a lot that I use. Like, there are words that I'm not aware that I use, but then, like, people are like, you use that word all the time. And I'm like, I do.
You know what word I use a lot that I know you use a lot?
What?
Like.
What? I've never said that word ever in my life.
Like ever.
Ever.
I get really frustrated because during debate, see, now I'm gonna make a point of not saying it as much as I can for the rest of this episode, which means my sentences are going to be very long and drawn out because I have to think about it. But during debate rounds, um, people often, when they're like trying to think of their next thing to say, they'll fill it with filler words, and like. So
Yeah.
a lot of times you'll hear someone go, like like and then like go to point three, and I'm just like, dang it, I said it. But it bothers me so much.
Yeah.
I'm very much a person that says it, but every time I realize that I'm saying it, I get really just like, dang it. I just said
Yep.
it again. Yeah, so right now I'm just kind of looking at things that are trending so we can give our opinions on them. Do you watch or have you watched The Office?
Yes, I have.
So originally, Angela Kinsey, who plays Angela, auditioned to be Pam and got rejected.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine how much different the show would be?
If she was.
Yeah, if Jenna Fisher wasn't there.
Uh huh.
But then she re-auditioned and got the part as Angela, which was like super super chill.
Yeah. She's a really good Angela, though.
Yeah, she's really good. I think she does really really well in that part, and it makes me happy.
Hmm.
Are there any shows on Netflix or otherwise that you have watched that are like definitely not from our age, like Friends or How I Met Your Mother or Friends or How I Met Your Mother? Because those are the only two I've watched of the ones that I'm thinking of right now.
I have not, but like I've watched a few episodes of Friends, but not like a lot.
That's
So,
fair.
yeah.
So, did you watch a lot of TV when you were younger?
No, because we didn't have cable and the only Netflix we had was when they used to send DVDs to your house.
I used to have that.
Yeah, me too. And it just like, and that was only movies that were like family friendly movies because that was what it was. And even now that I have Netflix, a lot of times my parents don't want me watching shows because they have like bad messages or something. So,
Yeah, that's fair. Um, there are some shows that so I'm almost done with Grey's Anatomy on Netflix, which I think there's a season 15 out. I'm gonna look that up now because I don't really know, but I am almost. I just searched the number 15 instead of searching Grey's Anatomy season 15. Um, but I can't focus on too many things at once. So I'm editing out this yawn because it makes it sound weird. Grey's Anatomy season 15, its premiere date was just announced. So I'm almost completely caught up then, because there are only like 7 episodes left in season 14 for me to watch, which means in the past 6 months I have watched 14 episodes of a TV show, and someone sent help because I watched too much TV. What's your favorite TV show?
my favorite TV show ever?
I mean, like, sure.
Um, so what makes me really mad is that my favorite shows are always taken off warehouse are always taken off Netflix. Started saying the name of the show. But all my favorite shows are taken off of Netflix, and so I'm like, hey, you should check out this show. It's on Netflix. No, it's not. But my two favorite shows are Warehouse 13, which was a sci-fi show, and Leverage, which was on TNT,
Fair.
and they're both really good shows.
Every time I hear TNT, I think TMNT, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is very much not the same thing.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I take it you watched that when you were younger?
Nope.
You know what I miss watching? I don't know if you watched it or not, but Scooby-Doo.
I always got super scared when I was watching it because I was that kid that was scared of like a lot of things. And so when there was all the like villains and I was like, "Oh no." So, I like watched a few when there was indoor recess in elementary school.
Oh my god, throwback.
They would play it in the cafeteria on the projector screen and we would sit on the ground after we finished eating lunch and watch it.
That's such a mood. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I would always get scared. And then I started watching what I consider to be the adult version of Scooby-Doo, which is a TV show called Psych.
I love Psych.
It's no longer on Netflix, but it is now on Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Amazon Prime TV and everything, which means you have this show, and if you haven't watched it, I definitely recommend you do.
Psych is such a good show. It's so hilarious.
I would definitely say that Gus and Sean, the two main characters in this show, are like Scooby and
Shaggy?
Shaggy, yeah, Scooby and Shaggy.
But which one is which?
I think they change.
Yeah. Fair.
So basically, the premise of Psych is that there is this guy, and he's like, his dad was a detective, so he trained, or his dad was a cop. Was his dad a cop or a detective? Okay. Oh, right, he hates detectives. But his dad was a cop, and he like raised his son to be super, super aware. Like, he could walk into a diner, go sit down, and then close his eyes and remember exactly how many hats were in the diner without even, like, paying attention to that specifically. He just kind of, like, is super observant, and he kind of catches everything. So, he, like, sees a crime on a TV show, or, like, on the news. And so he calls the police station, he's like, hey, this guy did it. You can tell by the way he's fidgeting. And they called him down and were like, okay, he had an accomplice, and there's no way you just knew that. So he convinces them that he is a psychic. And he just knows these things. So then, for however many seasons it is it like 9 or something?
I think so.
How many seasons of Psych? 8. Okay, I was close.
Yeah.
So there are 8 seasons of Psych on Amazon Prime, and then they're doing a reboot right now where they're making movies.
They are.
Have you not seen? So one of the movies came out last year, and it was Psych the movie. I'll send you a link to that.
Put it in the description.
Why would I put that in the description?
I have no clue.
It's on Amazon Prime, I think, actually, so I'm not going to send you the link.
Okay.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you'll be able to watch it. But they're working on filming another one right now. The problem is the two people that play, or the people that play Sean and Gus are both busy with their other shows right now.
Fair.
Yeah, I know, it's super, super lame. But anyway, so he then works with the Santa Barbara Police Department for 8 seasons, like solving crimes, and one of the detectives, Carlton Lassiter, super does not believe that he is psychic. He's like, anytime someone's like, okay, call the psychic, Lassiter will just go, he's not psychic. He's not psychic. And he, like, doesn't like him. He doesn't want him there. It's super, super funny.
Uh-huh. It's hilarious. You all should check it out.
You should definitely check it out. I will say the scariest episode is Tuesday the 17th.
Is that the one where they're in the hotel?
No. Tuesday the 17th is at the summer camp.
Oh, yes.
It's in one of the earlier seasons. I want to say 2 or 3, but I'm also pretty sure I'm wrong, and it may be 4. Anyway, it's a very scary episode. The premise is they're at a summer camp, and they like have this murder that's happening, and then they realize it was just a prank. But then there's stuff that happens at the end, and it gets scary again.
Yeah, I definitely remember that episode.
The thing with Psych is like it's not scary to me anymore. Most of the episodes aren't, because it's like they're very unrealistic. But
yes.
Tuesday the 17th always gets me, because I would say it's the most realistic of all of the episodes.
Yep.
Especially since like I was a kid that through elementary school through middle school, so I would say 2nd through 8th grade, I would go to a summer camp every summer. And like the summer camp in the TV show that they go to kind of looks like my old camp.
Oh wow. That would be unsettling.
So it's just a little scary, yeah. Oh, that's such a good show.
It really is. What's number 1 on YouTube?
I don't know. I know that I watch a lot of YouTube, probably more than like is healthy.
Me too.
But oh my gosh, did you hear about the 6-year-old girl that ordered like $650 worth of toys from her mom's Amazon account using Alexa?
Oh, I did.
Okay, so if you haven't heard about it, which I suppose is understandable, yeah. Oh, sorry, $350, not $650. But she ordered a ton of stuff from Amazon, and like everyone found out when they got a bunch of packages, and there's a picture posted, like it's going around Twitter and Facebook and BuzzFeed right now, I think, of her just standing next to the boxes with the biggest grin in it.
Yeah, and the boxes are like taller than her.
Yeah, they're definitely wider than her.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Wait, we were checking YouTube. What's trending on YouTube? But yeah, so I know that just came into my head. And honestly, I wish I could have. I wish I would have been that clever as a youngin. You know?
Yeah, me too. But also, I would have gotten in trouble a lot more. So like, I don't want to be that clever. But like.
Oh, I mean for sure. But the fastest way that I know how to get to trending, because fun fact, I don't know how to go around YouTube, is by going to a video that I know is trending, and then clicking on the trending list, like clicking on where it's trending, and there we go. Okay, so what I see as the first 2 things that are trending are 10 of the world's tiniest gadgets that actually work, and that's from Dope or Nope, and that's like, interesting, I guess, because many things are cool. But I'm more interested in the second thing, which is we dropped a fridge off a 45-meter tower. And that's how ridiculous.
What?
It's a 12-minute video of them dropping a fridge off a tower.
Wow.
Honestly, that's relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that Aretha Franklin died?
I did, but I didn't know a lot of her work, so.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, I just know that she was pretty, like, I haven't, I feel like she was pretty, revolutionary in the terms of music, and so, like, I super respect her work and all that she's done.
Yeah. I hate when people that I haven't heard of, like, die. Like, a bunch of people were making a big deal about the death of XXX, whatever his name was. I don't remember. But I had never heard of him before, and so I felt really bad because I didn't know
Yeah.
who he was, and a lot of people were sad about his death, because, like, I'm sad that he died, but I didn't really know who he was.
XXX Tentacion.
Yes. That.
Yeah, I always am conflicted when, like, really popular or, like, celebrities die if I didn't know who they were, because it's like part of me wants to go learn more about them, but the other part of me, like, doesn't want to be the person that starts learning about someone just because they died, if that makes any sense.
That's me too. Casually trying to pop my back. It hurts.
So
anyways,
so Kidsy,
yes,
my Fitbit just went off, and I want to know how many steps you have.
okay, so right now, to be fair, we didn't film this during the week, so, but during the week I've been doing
on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, and this is like, so don't judge me for this, but I only have 161 steps.
Okay. I'm not too much better. Also, I didn't wake up until 11, and we're filming this at 2 p.m. So I've been up for like 3 hours. I'm at 1,141. But yesterday, I was at work for 8 hours, so I got 16,846.
Nice. I've been getting around 4,000 steps a day because of school. So, yeah. But on the weekends, I get like usually less than 1,000, unless I go on a walk.
Yeah, I don't like I don't like work, but I'm always in a Fitbit work week hustle or like weekend warrior thing where I'm competing against other people. And seeing as I work like Wednesday through Saturday, it's very nice because I get a lot of steps, which always helps. But then the days that I don't work, it's very obvious that I don't work because it's like Rachel got 3 steps today.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get a lot of steps tomorrow, though, because I am going with a few friends, tomorrow being Sunday. So by the time this is posted, it'll have been yesterday. So it's yesterday. We'll theorize here. Yesterday I got a lot of steps because I went to the Iowa State Fair with some friends of mine. It's weird talking about in the past. Tomorrow I'm going to the Iowa State Fair with some friends of mine, and, Iowa State Fair is one of the biggest in the nation, I believe. Like, I think it's in the top 10 somewhere. Don't quote me on that, I'm probably wrong, but, like, I know it's a big fair, and it's a very big deal for any and everyone in Iowa, to the point that, like, no one starts school in Iowa until after the fair is over, so that we all have time to go to the fair.
Wow.
The actual reason for that is, like, a lot of rural's a hard word to say. Rural. Yeah, okay. A lot of Iowa is very rural, and so, they really rely on the state fair season because as like a big source of income for them, from like showing cattle to showing other livestock to like other competitions and 4-H and stuff. So like if school is going on during the Iowa State Fair, it's pretty guaranteed that kids are gonna miss it. So most schools are just like, meh, that makes sense. So I can't think of a school in Iowa that starts before the fair ends, except for like the universities.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm excited to go to the fair. I want some lemonade. There's some good old lemonade. Also, this is really, I don't know if you've ever had this, but have you ever had honey sticks? They're like tubes of honey that you bite the end.
I think I have, but it's been a while.
Okay, they're one of my favorite things on the planet, and I can never find them anywhere except the Iowa State Fair. Like, I know they exist other places. They have to, right? But I can't find them anywhere. But they're at the fair, and there's this honey lemonade spot that has really good lemonade, and they, like, put honey in it, and then they also have those sticks for, like, 10 cents a honey stick, which is amazing, and it makes my soul very, very happy. So your girl's gonna get her some honey sticks tomorrow.
Nice.
Yep. I locked myself out of my Dunkin' Donuts app. Like, I really want, I low-key want donuts, right? So this was several months ago that I locked myself out of it because I switched phones. I switched from my iPhone to a Google Pixel 2. Google Pixel 2. That was hard for me to say for some reason. I'm tired. Anyway, I switched from an iPhone to a Google Pixel 2, and when I did that, it, like, transferred all my apps and everything, but it didn't transfer my login. And I haven't cleared my iPhone yet. So I'm really hoping I'm still logged in on the Dunkin' Donuts app on my phone, or on my old phone, because I had money on the account, but I, like, cannot for the life of me remember how to get in, like, the password or what username I used. So I have no way of getting into the account, and, like, I super want donuts, so I had to charge my phone, so I've been waiting for it to charge for a few hours.
Okay. Thanks for listening to Perspective Z, your favorite generational podcast. That's been Rachel.
And that's been Katrina. Hope you tune in next time. Bye.
Bye.
We are very, very awkward.